What's up, Pickle Peeps? Melissa back here again, this time with 3 rules for getting awesome responses from AI. Now, tell me if you have ever had this issue where you go in, you want to use AI to help you write something, like your emails or a blog post or social media posts, or help you dream up with ideas and brainstorm and stuff, and you start putting prompts and you start trying to talk to the AI, and the stuff it's getting back is like boiled chicken boring. Right? It's just horrible. It sounds like an encyclopedia. I hesitate to say it sounds kind of something Sheldon would write, Sheldon Cooper, but that's an insult to Sheldon. He's got more personality than that, right? So how do we use AI to get good results, to get useful results, to get results that make us actually enjoy the process of working with AI and with copywriting? Well, I'm going to give you my 3 quick tips to do so. Are you ready? This is going to be a fast one. So number 1 tip to get better results from AI is to start with the result in mind. And what I mean is that when you are prompting the AI, you're going to start by being very specific in what you want. Don't go into AI being vague. It can't help you with vagueness, okay? It's a robot. It's got to have some specificity to work with here. So what kind of things do I mean by with the result? Like what kind of things, parameters we want to give the AI to work with? Well, first off, you got to tell it what you want it to do. Right? What do you want it to do for you? Who is it acting as? So it's like if I'm writing ads, then I'm going to tell the AI that you are a world-class expert ad writer, or you work for the top ad agencies in New York City, or you're going to give it some kind of very professional role. Give it a very professional job title that has to do with the result you want. Okay. It goes right into that same thing as what is it an expert at? It's like you've won awards for you've won a Pulitzer Prize award or something like that, okay, for writing. And then what is the result of the thing you wanted to do? So it might be like, hey, chat, today we're writing a sales email for my e-com store, right? That pretty much what we're doing. You are the top e-commerce copywriter in the world, and your emails consistently get 60% above open rates and 10% above click-through rates. People absolutely love reading your emails and enjoy clicking on and continuing the process. Okay, see, I said, what are we doing? We're writing a sales email. And who are they? They're an expert. These are kind of some of their qualifications. What's the result? Last thing on here, what is the result of the thing that we want it to do? So this email should be set up as a sales email. We're doing this kind of promotion and we want to roll in these kinds of sales. I have a list of this many people. This is my typical open rate and I want to make this much money. Like you could go that specific. And now you're giving the AI, you're giving the robot all the parameters and all the information it needs to create much better content for you. Okay. You can also, of course, tell it the tone, be like, I'm a humor brand. Or if you have a ghostwriter bot or a brand expert bot, those are really fantastic. It's going to have all of your style already in there. But you can also be like, make sure to be very storytelling, funny, witty, engaging, however you want your copy. But the thing is, we can't just like say, I need a sales email or I need an email. I'm running. Can I get that great a response? You see how the difference from the result and being very specific on who the AI is, what it's doing, what the result you want it to do. You're going to get much better. The chances are, the likelihood of you getting great copy is much, much, much higher. Okay, so that's number 1. Whew, it's a big tip, right? Number 2 here is tell it when it messes up. Okay, the robot wants to please you. It's like a golden retriever puppy. Okay, it wants to make you happy. Not an evil cat, puppy. It wants to make you happy. So tell it when it messes up. If you don't like the copy that it's doing, or if it's ignoring parts of your prompt, call it out on there and be like, no, this is not what I asked for. No, I don't like this. No, you're not listening to me. No, you're not paying attention. This is terrible. This copy is horrible. I asked for this thing instead. I don't like you doing XYZ. Like, be very specific and tell it when it messes up. That's going to be the fastest way to course correct it and get it going into copy that you do want. All right. And finally, tip number 3 here is to be conversational. Now, the best way to be conversational, how you input information to the AI, how you structure your prompts might have an effect on how it responds. So monkey see, monkey do. If you're very like formulaic, kind of textbook as you're building out your prompts, it might be very formulaic and encyclopedia and textbook coming back to you. So a quick way to solve that is to be conversational when you're prompting. And the easiest way to be conversational when prompting is to use a speech to text platform. So I know there's straight up, it's a setting you can turn on in Mac, it's a setting you can turn on in PC. Sometimes my PC one has been a little bit buggy lately. There are extensions you can bring in. I'm going to be doing a full video on those extensions. So go and make sure you watch my channel for that video, all the different ways to do speech to text and turn it on your computer, because it's going to give a much, much better outcome. All right. Most people have very little filter between their brain and their mouth. And some of us, myself included, had to think through speaking. Like, have you ever had something where you say something, you're like, oh, damn, I didn't know I thought that. That was pretty good. That was genius. Hey, look how smart I am. You didn't think it, you said it. I know you get to think it to say it, but come on, follow me here. Versus like really like sitting and be like, okay, I'm gonna be like, this is we're gonna write a sales email for my brand, and it's gonna be 1,000 words long, and it's gonna have 5 pictures. And like, if you want to be technical writing, there's a bot for that, but that's not what we're trying to do here. Unless you are. So be conversational. Ramble a little bit. You know, when you're talking, it's like you remember all these extra ideas or details as you're talking and being conversational. That helps the AI. I'm serious, it does. Versus when we type, we're like sentence, period, backup spelling error, sentence, period. Strike all of that, start again. Ugh. No, be conversational. So, that was 3 quick tips right there, right? For getting better AI results in whatever projects you are working on. And the last one I'm going to give here, kind of the bonus for, kind of bonus like 3.5, whatever, is to keep trying. All right. AI is not a try it once and you're going to be an expert at it forever. No, it takes practice. You have to get familiar with how you interact with AI and how you get the best results. But using these 3 previous tips here of starting with the result in mind, being specific, telling it what you want it to do, who you want it to be, what it's an expert at, what's the result of the thing you're doing. So starting with the result, being specific in there is going to get you loads further with your AI. Telling it when it messes up will get it to course correct much faster. And finally, being conversational through using a speech to text tool will help everything just go so much smoother. And come on, it's fun. Like, Tony Stark did not type to Jarvis, right? You talk to him. So whenever you're playing with chat and you're using a text to speech, you're talking to your AI. You get to play a little bit of Iron Man. Come on. That's awesome. All right, Pickle Peep, I'll see you in the next one where we're going to go over a couple of different tools and extensions that you can use for doing that speech to text translation. Till then,